Good morning and welcome to the Art of the Oracle. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time, I hope you will consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'd love to hear from any and all of you. Thank you so much for everyone who comes back day after day to my small channel. I am very excited. We have quite a few new people on here that have joined in the last week. I would love to hear from you. So tell me who you are and let me know what you're interested in hearing more about. I'd love to hear that. So again, today, all week, we've used the Deviant Moon Tarot. It's been a really fun, very informative deck. So let's dive in and find out what are the cards sharing with us today. How are you all doing? I've been hearing beautiful messages today that's really, I think, for me, certainly, and for everyone, is the importance of really, I think that, oh, isn't that funny? So each day, like on Monday, I think one of the big cards that came out was the Justice card. And then yesterday, it was the first card that came out. It was like reminding us that things are coming into balance and justice is prevailing, let's say, is like something that really has needed to balance out your world is coming. And as I was sitting here and I was hearing things like, you need to be more aware of the signs, the signals, more aware of our body and what our body is communicating to us all the time, right? It's like a lot of times we'll get up and we have so many things to do that we just go. And we forget that the first thing we, could be doing, I don't ever want to say should, because everybody has their own way of, aligning personally. You could do it early in the morning. For me, it's important to do it early in the morning. Some people do it later in the evening when things quiet down. But it's very important for us to recognize and honor our body for the sacredness that it is. And that's what I was hearing right before I came on. And so I've noticed that the first day one of the main themes was around justice and things coming into balance. And then yesterday, one of the main things was this 7. And I always put them in the deck randomly, and then I shuffle, and then it just whatever falls out. And so this is what fell out, is that this is what the universe wants us to take a second look at the idea of this, right? And the 7 of Swords can be read as all the cards can be read in many different ways. And I'm working intuitively. And yesterday, what I was hearing is that this is around ideas. You've had lots of ideas that kind of stuck. Some of them stuck, some of them fell, and you're kind of balancing ideas. It could also represent to some of you words and things that you have said in the past, and you could be eating your words or trying to choose new words, that kind of thing. So recognize whatever it resonates with you is true for you, because I'm an intuitive reader. So I'm reading intuitively what these mean to me. And right now, what it's saying is, to me, is that there's a lot of ideas. Right now, at this moon time, there's new ideas coming in. It's time to hear the ideas. It's time to kind of digest some of the things that have been coming into us. So we're going to start there, and I'm going to ask for more information on this. Yeah, okay. And I have this one that's falling here as well. Look at that. So this is the 10 of Pentacles. And this is a very interesting 10 of Pentacles, because it kind of looks like you're receiving on the back of others, which, I'm trying to figure out, like, why is this guy stealing one of the pieces so everybody else doesn't have this? And what I'm getting from it today is perhaps that you have felt like everybody was part of the game. Everybody had jumped in and was playing the game, and that you're just kind of underneath it all, not really getting whatever it is that you deserve. And I feel like that is changing. Again, we have a very similar, this moon that's coming. We're ending this, I think today's probably the end of the full moon. I'm trying to think when it came in, which I think was Monday. So yeah, so on this Wednesday, we're still in that moon period, and then it's going to start, the full moon will wane, right? And so the other thing that I'm hearing, oh, look at this, is we have the 3 Okay, so let me digest this. So interestingly, we have the Seven of Swords telling us that this could mean that, you had hurt things that were hurt from the past, hurt words, hurt feelings, or things that you didn't digest that kind of broke your heart, and they're kind of coming back, right? That this is about grounding things into being. And the 10 of Pentacles is around really an achievement, like reaching the end of needing the money, or needing to feel that you're not balanced, or needing anything that is less than, right? This person feeling like it needs to take one of the pieces, and hide, right? He doesn't want them to know that he's stolen one of the pieces. Or is he part of the game here and that's his job? I don't know, right? And so this game that everybody is playing here is a lot of fun. And, the purple represents royalty. And this is the doorway, right, into this great castle and this great opportunity to receive. And so I feel like something is coming back. Something that may have hurt you in the past. Let's move on and see what other cards are coming to be. Because the Three of Swords is always very interesting, right? It always represents heartbreak. And, okay, so this card, a lot of swords energy coming out. So yesterday, as swords were part of the reading, I feel like today what's happening is it wants you to recognize, I think this is the reading here. It wants you to recognize the importance of where your thoughts are going and the power of your words. That there is definitely a balancing coming into play here. There's a balancing around the ability. That was part of what the reading was yesterday. There were pentacles coming out. And it's the pentacles are about being able to ground things in. It represents your job, your family, your finances, the career, the thing that you're, moving into your home life, how you are grounding into your community, all those things that are very tangible. So in the middle of all this sword energy, which is a very fast moving energy, and the pentacles is a very slow moving energy, right? This energy could represent Aquarian energy because it's very fast moving. It's all about communication and the way that we use communication. It's so funny, this Ace of Swords that came out right at the end. She looks a little bit angry, but what I'm seeing for it is she's finally like stepped into her own, and her sword is raised, and it has these thorns around it, and she's got a crowny thorn. It's like she's empowered now, maybe for the first time, where she's seeing it's almost given me like a king or a queen energy, where you've stepped into this great knowing and awareness of the importance of your words. But this feels like a very powerful Ace of Swords. And aces are new energy, new information. So what I'm seeing with all of the swords energy is that this has been kind of like the past. Lots of things been coming in, lots of ideas, lots of things, not everything good. Even this could represent this and that, meaning that there was a lot of great ideas, some not so good, some good, things stuck, and we're balancing. And I feel like we're balancing this past energy between ideas, like good ideas, and words that were good, words that were bad. We have all of this stuff that has, been rolling around for us. I'm going to say for me, it's been 13 years. Like, I've been on this journey of mine of total transformation for 13, 15 years maybe. And there's been a lot of heartache for me. So I'm recognizing this, right? And in the middle, between the heartache, there's this financial gift or abundance or reward. So that's what I'm feeling like, is that this is where we've been, right? In this kind of situation where it could be words, ideas, things that work, things that didn't work. All this is now, because of the previous 2 days, it's coming in. This is like a wish fulfilled card, really being able to embody this. And I feel like she is really looking at this Three of Swords, right? This is the newness of the awareness of the things that really hurt you. So now this thorny crown that she has here, she's aware that there are things, that there are words, that there are things that can be said, things that can, ideas that work and don't work, that can kind of create a deep wound within you. But as you see here is that there's a newness around everything, the ability to see things for what they were, the ability to raise your sword, wear your golden thorny crown, have your eye really open to what has been in the past, and move forward with clear thinking, empowered way of being. I feel like the dream or wish or something coming in, and I feel like it's happening now. Like this is the card that you want to come out when you want to really ground in some things into the physical world, to have the money that you need, to have the resources that you need, to get the new job, to move into the new house. And we've seen that all week about the balancing around this energy. And I've been adding in new like crystals all week, right? This kind of magic, what I'm feeling like this golden energy is coming in really big right now. So thank you so much for being here. That is your reading. I'd love to hear from you and see how it lands with you. Until tomorrow, have an amazing day. Bye now.